Hello and welcome to themindfulness.com, where we explore the ancient practices, wisdom, and science of spirituality through various spiritual scriptures. Today we are going to explore the chapter 113 of the Quran, and we will be exploring the word by word translation which I am working on, and we will try to understand the wisdom of the chapter. So the chapter 113 is the word al-falak, which means the split. So let's go into the word by word translation. So I am using various lexicons like Lane's lexicon, Hans Weher, and Steingas Arabic lexicons to derive to the classical word meanings. So why I translated the word al-falak as the split in mind? So we need to look into the various lexicons and dictionaries to find what is the word meaning for the root word fa, la, kaf. So here in the website we have a link where you can go to one of the best digital copies of all accepted definitions, all accepted dictionaries, where we have all Arabic to English and great dictionaries. So if you search here, search here falak, fa, lam, kaf, he split it or cleave it or divided it lengthwise. So the root meaning of falak is to split or to cleave something or divide something. So Quran actually is one of the very ancient Arabic documents. So most of the word meaning are exactly the root meaning of every words. So when we understand the Quran from its context as a book of enlightenment or book of dealing about consciousness, the meanings will get connected easily. So this chapter 113 of the Quran is talking about the split in mind. So let's go into the word by word translation. So this is the normal translation, and this is my spiritual Quran translation which I am working now. So Kul a'udhu bi rabbil falak means, say I seek protection or refuge. The word Rabb means the human consciousness. So why it is human consciousness, I will be explaining to you in detail about this. So when you have any problem with your self-awareness, when you feel your being is being threatened, what you need to do is you need to seek in your highest dimension. What is your highest dimension? Your physical dimension is not your highest dimension. Your mental dimension is not our highest dimension. Even the awareness dimension where we feel ourselves is not our highest dimension. Our highest dimension is our consciousness, which is formless, which is which is not bound by space or time. So it is what it is mean by Rabb in Quran. To learn more about it, you can visit the website, and I have a separate article about it. So Kul a'udhu bi rabbil falak means, say I seek protection or refuge in my highest dimension from the split in the mind. So what does mean by the split here is any spiritual journey of a human being We start with our physical dimension, where we physically experience everything. When it comes to the mental dimension, we come across the duality, the right and wrong, my view and your view, black and white, positive and negative. So all this duality will create lot of issues in our evolution. So what Quran says is, if you are stuck in the duality, you will never enlighten. That means if you are stuck into this duality and stuck in the mental dimension, we cannot awaken ourselves. The process is to awaken ourselves to the awareness level and to access our formless consciousness and to be one with the universe. So if you want to awaken yourself, you should know the duality and the split in mind happening in you. And in every person's journey, in their spiritual journey, there will come a time where we cannot suffer anymore in the dualities happening in our life. Our choice would be to suffer in the duality or to awaken ourselves and go up and see the duality from a higher view. So that is the spiritual awakening that we refer to. And in this verse second, min sharri ma halak, from the harm of what it originates, and from the harm of unawareness when it spreads, and from the harm of the whispering suggestions in complications. So when we have a duality in our mind, it will come with lot of problems. It will have lot of harm to our self-awareness. It will originate lot of issues, and it will create unawareness, because if we are having a duality and if you are trying to join with one view, definitely we have to debate and complicate with another view. So it will always create issues and it will create unawareness. When it spreads, and from the harm of whispering suggestions in the complication. So if you are stuck in the split of the mind, if you are stuck in the duality, there will always be one suggestion which you have to oppose, and it will create complications. And from the harm of disliking when dislikes. So duality in the mental dimension will always create some kind of a dislike to other. So the religion actually, in the dimensional view, it is stuck in the mental dimension, because we have to either think that our religion is good so the other one is bad. So in spirituality, you can awaken yourself in above your mental dimension, and you can start feeling everyone as a human being. So Quran in its original form is a science, and it's a spiritual science where it teaches how to awaken from the duality of the mental mind to our self-awareness, and how to bring clarity to the being by understanding how to be a pure consciousness. So this is the word by word translation of the Quran, chapter 113 of the Quran, and I have mentioned detailed explanation of what is consciousness. If you want to learn more about the topic, you can visit themindfulness.com. And thank you for listening.